G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So today we're bagging up our fish to take to the auction. Tomorrow's video is going to be at the auction. Today's video is just bagging up, but just before we get to bagging up, I'm running a bit late and I'll actually show you why. I've got a couple of clips here to show you before we get started. So of all nights, I don't need this tonight. My tyre literally ripped open, like the sidewall has actually, I don't know what the hell happened. I really don't know what happened. Anyway, tonight's the auction night. I've got about 2 hours to bag like 18 lots of fish, and now I've got to change my tyre. So I bent the T. I got sick of the T-bar. I bent it last time I used it and it's annoying. So I found a shortcut. I can't do it with one hand. You guys get the idea, but I need 2 hands to do it. Alright guys, we got that changed out in record time. Check it out. There's literally massive holes in it. So when I was driving, I could hear like a flapping, and I was literally like, I wound my window down. I was hanging my head out the window, so like this, and I actually saw it go bang, like literally saw it happen. It scared the shit out of me. I don't know if you guys have ever had a 33 pop on the front end. It's a lot of weight pulling to one side, so it was actually pulling me into oncoming traffic. Wasn't fun. Alright, let's go bag these fish. Surprisingly, I'm not in a bad mood. I was really happy with what tools I had on hand and how quick I could get it done. One thing that's cool about this car, it's still got all the original tools to change your wheel. Like, I bought this off of one owner and it was immaculate. There wasn't a piece missing, and having the right tools made the job not so bad. So one thing, sorry about what I'm filming guys, it's pretty shit, but one thing I hate about Perth, not one person stopped to ask me if I was all good. If somebody did stop and ask, I would have said yes, everything's fine. But the fact, it was like peak hour traffic, I was near a set of traffic lights, cars were literally stopping next to me, not one person just wound the window down and asked if I was alright. That's something I hate about Perth. When I lived in the country, when I was younger, I broke down plenty of times in my like dumb cars that I had doing stupid shit, and I could just like, someone would always stop and give me a lift back into town, you know. Anyway, let's go bag these fish. I'm not sure how much I'll film, but I'll definitely show you guys some of it. Alright, so now we're back on track. We're here doing the video that we're meant to be doing. So we've got our bags, our lackey bands. I've got this cut bucket of water. I'd really like to get some like 5-litre jugs. I think I'll get them for the next time. But for now, this will do. Instead of trying to get the bag in the water, in the tank and that. So let's start bagging. I don't have time to chit chat. First bag is marble peacocks. I was just looking at these. I'm kind of annoyed at myself for putting these in, because I need to make my colony bigger, and I always end up selling all the fish. And then, because my breeding colony of marbles is only like 7 fish, I really want to get that up more like 20 fish. But these are some of the last fry I have of the marbles. I keep selling them all. Next up is another bag of marbles. I won't show you that one. So next up we've got what's it called? I used to think it was called Jana Johansi, but it's called Joan Johnson cichlid. I knew it would come to me. So this one's just a display male. Oh, and he's jumped. For you guys that don't know, I'm very good at dropping fish. It's a pretty cool looking fish. I'm probably shooting myself in the foot here because this is a male out of my new colony that have just started breeding. It was probably a silly idea pulling fish out of a colony that's just started, because they obviously were working well as it was, but I'm all about a bit of variety in the auction list, so I'm doing my best to put in as much as I can. And I'm marking them all because I'll probably end up labeling the wrong fish as the wrong ones. So you can just have a JJ. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, so we've got a bucket of Buccochromis rhodesia. This is one I kind of am also regretting about putting in the auction, because I know they go pretty cheap at the auction. And for those of you who know about my Buccochromis, these actually aren't for sale. They're my personal collection, but I'm only doing away with 6 fish total, so that's alright. I've still got about 50 growing out, and they're actually about to go in that 7x4 just there in the next few days. Alright, so next up we've got a couple of lots of Demisoni. I sound like a broken record, but I also want to keep these. So the reason I'm selling all these fish that were meant to be personal breeders, the Demisoni I don't mind too bad actually, because they, even though it's only a trio, they breed like mad. But what happened was I put all my auction lots in, and then last weekend 2 people, or was it the weekend before? Last weekend, the one just gone, a couple of people came over and cleared me out of fry. So I'm actually taking fry out of the tanks that I told those people the fish aren't for sale. Alright, I'm going to keep going. I was actually starting to stress a bit here. I'm struggling to make numbers, so I'm getting some pretty small fish. These are advertised as 3 centimeters. So I decided I'd get my handy dandy keyring out and just get the smallest one and make sure it's 3 centimeters. So if you can see there, you don't include the tail, so that fish is just inside this keyring. Now I use this keyring more than I ever thought I would, just to confirm myself, because the other day someone actually badmouthed me behind my back and said that the fish that I was selling was smaller than I advertised, and I actually had that keyring and I took a photo of the fish I was selling on it, and it was bigger than the keyring. So I was advertising them as 3 centimeters and they were 3.5 centimeters. So it has come in real handy to save myself, because some people don't know how to work out measurements. So yeah, that's my little rant about measuring fish. So here's 5 red top hongy. There's 2 lots of these. Once again, I'm not worried about selling these. My colony's huge. This one is more just me stabbing myself in the foot because I can't find enough fish to make the packs. I mean, worst case scenario, I can pull some out of the colony. I've got about 20 growing out in the colony, young ones. So I think when I made my auction list, I was looking at the colonies and I was like, oh, if I have to, I have to. But yeah, should be right. So I've finally been beaten, guys. I listed 5 Nakali at 3 centimeters. I could only find 4. I literally just spent like 15 minutes looking for one. Well, I was missing 2. I managed to find 1 in the parents' tank. And, well, actually, it wasn't in the parents' tank. It had jumped ship. It was in the cobalt blue tank. But when it comes up, when the lot comes up for the auction, I'm just going to have to yell out, it's only 4 fish. There's not much I can do. I knew the Nakali was going to be tight when I actually posted them on the auction. I could only count 5, so I only did 1 lot of 5, not 2. So here we've got a Lunacara Cove Blue. I pulled these out of the colony, not because I don't have any little ones, it's because it was just quicker than trying to find them. I'm running short for time, very, very short for time. Oh, you know what I've just realised? I was meant to upload a video when I got home and I forgot. Alright, so last but definitely not least, if anything, these are definitely my most regrettable, I reckon. I know they're going to go cheap, and it's 5 Phenos Star Sapphires. They're 5 centimeters, not 4. Hopefully they go for $50, but we'll see. Any cheaper than that, I'll be a bit disappointed, but I accept the fact they are going to go cheaper, but the bonus is I'm getting rid of bulk at once and I don't have to deal with the public, which is the main bonus. I keep getting my masking tape wet. Check out this bread crate, guys. You can't really see, it's pretty dark, but it works perfect. The bags fit on it. I'm not sure how heavy it is yet, but we'll give it a go. Alright, I'm going to wrap today's video up there, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow's video is going to be of the actual auction itself. I'm running extremely late. I'm only running late for doors open. I'm not running late for the auction itself. But hopefully the rest of the committee can set up properly without me. I'm pretty sure they understand what it's like. I finish work at 4:30, get a flat tire, and then have to come home and bag, I don't even know how many bags, 15 or so bags. Not to mention it was stressful because I couldn't find fish and stuff. I think maybe next auction, I don't know. I've thought about, for auctions, catching the fish the day before and putting them in baskets, but it's just probably more stress than they need. Sorry about the close face-ups there. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.